Hi and welcome back to Tales Against Humanity, r// I don't work here lady. In today's episode, lady demanded I check something for her while I was with kids. Not every person in black pants works here. Karen gets thrown to the dogs. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Lady demanded I check something for her while I was with kids. This happened a few years ago when I was a babysitter. I was working at a grocery chain in my state and going to school. In the little free time I slept at a friend's house to be there with her kids while she went to work. The kids were old enough to take care of themselves, but not old enough to know what to do in an emergency. Well, one day after work, I went over, and there was no food. My friend left and said that she didn't get paid till the next day, and they could have PB and jelly for dinner. When we checked, there was only enough peanut butter for one sandwich. No biggie, there was another grocery store right down the street. I can buy them something cheap for dinner. I drive all three kids to the grocery store, and we are picking out dinner. Here is where I kind of understand the confusion. Yes, I worked for the grocery chain, and I was in uniform. But I worked at a different store, and I was wearing a jacket. So you could not see my uniform, and I was pushing a cart with three kids around me. You could clearly see if was shopping. I guess the top of my shirt poked out, and this lady could see my uniform because she came over and asked where something was. I replied that it is in the aisle with the condiments. The stores are laid out similar. She told me she checked there and didn't see it. I replied back that they might be out then, but I saw a worker at the end of the past aisle, she can go ask him. She stated that she asked me, and I need to check. I told her I do not work at this location, and I am watching the kids. She went on a rant about how irresponsible it was for me to not only have kids at my age, let alone bring them to work with me. I was so tired we just walked away. The kids were staying close because they were pretty freaked out by the woman. I told them to just not say anything and keep walking. The lady followed us for a bit, ranting until she found another poor soul. I was purchasing the Hot Pockets and popsicles for dinner when she started to come over with a manager. Manager asked why I wouldn't help her. I explained that I worked at the other store and obviously I am here just to get dinner for the kids. He sighed, he was obviously tired too, and then walked away with the woman. No big spectacle, just a very exhausting trip to the grocery store. The lady glared at me but followed the manager. The kids had an interesting story to tell their mom, and I got 2 hours less sleep than usual. Not every person in black pants works here. So, I get asked where things are pretty often. I usually say I don't work here and move on. I showed up with some friends at Target last night, 10 minutes before close, still wearing my work uniform. Black slacks, black shoes, brown work t-shirt. My shirt very obviously has the name of the college cafeteria on it. I went to go get some cleaning supplies because move out is tomorrow at 10 a.m., and I need to get the hair dye stains out of my bathroom floor. I'm making a beeline towards household supplies when two girls and an employee on a walkie stop me. They ask if I know if we stock doorknobs. I blink at them, say sorry I have no idea, and continue power walking to find what I need. I make it 10 steps before a guy stops me, asks me where something is, and then it slowly dawns on him that I am not, in fact, wearing a red shirt. Do you even work here? Very anticlimactic, but a simple no and I was off. It was super annoying when I was trying to get in and out before they closed. I know what it's like staying open for some idiot customer, and it's a big store for me to traverse in 10 minutes. But yeah. Not everyone in black pants works here. Karen gets thrown to the dogs. Yesterday evening I was leaving the dog park, and since my younger pup was in need of some chewing toys, I decided to come by a local pet store that admits pets. Due to the time they weren't supposed to have many customers, but I still called in advance to ask if it was okay to bring my 2 dogs with me, and they told me yes. When I came in, there were only like 2 people, no dogs and no employees nearby, so I took my time looking around. Now, the employees have a casual dress code with jeans, an apron, and wear a face mask and a face shield. I was wearing the same minus the apron. Also, to paint the picture, my senior dog is medium-sized and thin, but very protective of me, and my pup is a bit bigger and stronger. I was looking at the treats/chews aisle when a woman about my age approached me and asked about the birds. When she realized I wasn't an employee, she apologized, but I told her I could help her. I am a biologist, and my mother works with birds, so I answered some basic questions about food and housing, and showed her a couple of websites on my phone where she could find more info. She thanked me and went on her way. As I was going back to the dog toys, an older woman/Karen carrying a small dog, like a Shih Tzu kind of thing, came up to me and started asking to have her dog groomed. I'll try to translate the conversation as best as I can since it was not in English, and me, Karen herself, as supervisor. Karen, hey, I need to leave my dog for a basic, grooming specifics. How much will it be, and when can I pick her up? Sorry, ma'am, I don't know. You can ask an employee if you want, but I think they are closed for the day. Karen, you think? Yes. An employee would be able to answer your question. Karen, condescending tone, that's what I'm doing, hon. Now, can you do your job and help a customer? At this point, his dog had started growling at mine. My pup was getting a bit excited and wagging his tail, but my senior dog was staring at it, which usually means he is annoyed and running low on patience. I really don't know, I'm not an employee. Karen, then why were you helping that woman? Because I happened to know a bit about what she was looking for. Karen, oh, and you don't want to help me? At this point she was raising her voice at me, and her dog was full on barking. I was struggling to keep my pup still, and my senior dog had started baring his teeth, so I tried walking away, but she kept getting closer. I told you I'm not an employee, so I can't help with what you need. Look, you're upsetting my dogs, so please stay back. Karen, for F********* sake, just take my dog and stop wasting my time. At this point, she shoved her dog towards me. I rose my hands in front of me in reflex and the little thing bit my finger, hard, and I yelped loudly. This caused my senior dog to jump at the woman and start barking at the dog, making her lose her balance and fall down. Karen, screaming bloody hell, control those beasts, I'm going to report you. You're doing a poop job, blah blah blah. Coming from behind me along with another employee, hey, what's happening here? Karen, your employee threw those dogs at me when I tried to ask about grooming. She shouldn't be allowed around pets. I told you to leave us alone, I'm not an employee. Helping the woman up while the other employee is trying to pick up the tiny dog from hell. She's right, she doesn't work for us, and the groomer is gone for the day. Karen, unbelievable, I want your supervisor right now. No need, I am the supervisor, and I saw the last part. You are harassing a customer, so please get off the premises. The grooming service is closed for the day. Karen, unbelievable. She snatched her dog from the employee's hands and stormed off, but she kept turning around to scream insults at us. In the end, I was too shaken and decided not to buy anything. The supervisor and the employee still asked to pet my dogs, who had more or less calmed down by then, asked their names and how old were, and offered each of them a treat for free. They explained that they were fixing an issue on the other side of the store, but came running when they heard the Karen raising her voice. By the time I left and got to my car, the Karen was gone and I could leave in peace. If you're wondering, the pups got extra treats and a lot of pets and kisses.